I was left out of my sister's wedding, so I booked a getaway. When the wedding turned into a disaster, my family desperately tried to contact me. "You're blowing this out of proportion. It's just a wedding," my mom said. I wasn't invited to my own sister's wedding. Instead, I planned a trip. Days later, my phone was flooded with calls from relatives. I stared at my phone, rereading the message for the 5th time. "Hey, just letting you know we finalized the guest list and had to make some tough choices. Hope you get it. Love you. Tough choices. Tough choices." I wasn't some far-off relative or a long-lost family friend they hadn't seen in ages. I was her brother, my sister. The one I'd supported through every crisis, heartbreak, and moment of doubt had just dismissed me like an afterthought. I looked at the screen, a dull ache of disbelief settling in my chest. I almost laughed, thinking it had to be a mistake. I picked up the phone and dialed my mom. She answered on the second ring, her voice cheery. "Hey, sweetie, what's up?" I skipped the small talk. "I just got a message from Sarah. She says the guest list is set, and I'm not on it." There was a pause, just long enough to confirm what I'd suspected. "Oh, honey," my mom sighed, using that tone that always made me feel like I was overreacting. "It's just a wedding. Don't make a fuss." A hot knot of anger twisted in my gut. "Are you serious?" I asked, my voice oddly steady. "Mom, I'm her brother. How am I not invited to my own sister's wedding?" She made a dismissive sound, like I was a child throwing a fit. "It's not personal. They had to keep the guest list small, and—" "Mom," I interrupted. "I just saw Sarah's Instagram. She invited 150 people." Silence. Then a forced laugh. "Well, you know how it is. Weddings are costly, and maybe they thought you wouldn't care about missing this one." I felt like I'd been punched. Wouldn't care. "Mom, I've been there for Sarah through everything. I helped her move twice. When she lost her job, we paid half her rent. I was the one who got her through her last breakup. And now I'm not good enough to be there for her big day?" "Oh, stop being so dramatic," my mom said with another sigh. "It's just one day. You're overreacting." I gave a short, humorless laugh. Overreacting? I could already see how this would play out. I'd argue. My mom would brush me off. Sarah would offer a half-hearted apology later, and I'd be expected to forgive and move on, because that's what I always did. Not this time. Something inside me snapped. If I wasn't important enough to be included, fine. I wouldn't be. I hung up without another word and started scrolling on my phone. If I wasn't going to Sarah's wedding, I'd be somewhere far better. I was going on a vacation. The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I wasn't someone who got upset over small things. I'd let a lot slide before. Sarah had forgotten my birthday multiple times. She only called when she needed something. My mom always expected me to be the understanding one. Sarah got away with everything. But this was a new level of disrespect. I wasn't going to sit around sulking while my sister and family played Happy Wedding without me. If I wasn't important enough to be included, I wasn't important enough to be there when they needed me. I opened my laptop and started searching for flights. If Sarah could have the best day of her life, I was going to have the best week of mine. It took less than an hour to arrange. I booked an all-inclusive stay at a 5-star resort in the Caribbean. Oceanfront suite, spa treatments, private beach access. I'd always told myself such a trip was too expensive. Not now. This wasn't just a vacation. It was a statement. When the wedding weekend arrived, I was already on a plane, sipping champagne in first class. I posted a photo, legs stretched out, drink in hand, with the caption, "Guess I didn't make the guest list, but I think I'll manage." The reactions came fast. Some cousins sent laughing emojis. My aunt, the only sensible family member, commented, "Good for you. Should have brought me along." But the best response? My mom's. 3 texts in a row. "Mom, where are you?" "Mom, are you really missing your sister's wedding over this?" "Mom, you're being childish." "Childish? I was just getting started." I replied with a photo of the beach, white sand, turquoise water, postcard perfection. Then I turned off my phone. I wasn't letting them guilt me, not this time. For once, I was putting myself first, not my family. And it felt amazing. By the time I landed in paradise, any lingering guilt was gone. The warm ocean breeze hit me as I stepped off the plane, carrying the scent of salt and tropical blooms. A private car waited to take me to the resort, a sleek black SUV with chilled towels and bottled water in the back. Yeah, this was way better than a wedding. As we drove along the coast, I realized I'd made the right call. Back home, my family was probably bustling around, preparing for the big day. My mom was likely making excuses for my absence. Sarah was laughing with her bridesmaids, not giving me a second thought. But here, I wasn't an afterthought. I was the priority, my priority. The resort was like a dream. The lobby had towering palms inside, open-air architecture letting in the ocean breeze, and service that handed you a cocktail before you even checked in. My room? Unreal. Floor-to-ceiling windows, a private balcony, and the most luxurious king-size bed I'd ever seen. I dropped my bags, stepped onto the balcony, and soaked it all in. Then, just to rub it in, I snapped a photo of the view and posted it with the caption, "When one door shuts, another opens," preferably to a beachfront suite with endless cocktails. I knew it would get back to my family, and honestly, I wanted it to. For once, they could feel what it was like to be left out. And I was just getting started. The first full day was pure bliss. I started with room service, fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, and coffee so good it ruined every other cup I'd ever had. Then I spent the day doing exactly what I wanted. No obligations, no family drama. Just me, the ocean, and a schedule built around my own happiness. By afternoon, I was lounging by the infinity pool, martini in hand, watching the waves. Every so often, I'd glance at my phone, not to check in with family, but to see the growing reactions to my vacation posts. The comments were golden. Cousin Matt: "Dude, where are you even at?" Aunt Karen: "Okay, now you're just flexing." Old college friend: "Man, invite me next time." Then I got a notification that made me grin. "Sarah viewed your post." Oh, now she was paying attention. I could picture her sitting in the bridal suite, sipping cheap champagne, scrolling through Instagram, seeing me living my best life while she stressed about her wedding. Good. I leaned back, sipped my drink, and thought, enjoy your big day, sis. Hope it's everything you wanted. But as the sun began to set, something strange happened. My phone started blowing up. At first I ignored it, assuming it was just more reactions to my posts. But then I saw the names. Mom, Sarah, Cousin Matt, even Uncle Dave. Call after call. Texts pouring in. I raised an eyebrow and finally opened my phone. The first text was from my mom. "Mom, call me. It's an emergency." An emergency? About the wedding? I sighed, debating if I even cared. Then another message from Matt. "Matt, dude, you won't believe what just went down." Now I was curious. I scrolled through the texts, and it quickly became clear the universe had handed me the best wedding gift I could have asked for. Sarah's perfect wedding had imploded. I skimmed through a flood of messages, my grin widening with each one. Matt: "Bro, you dodged a bullet." Mom: "Call me now. This is a family crisis." Sarah: "Please, where are you? I need you." I stretched out in my lounge chair, took another sip of my cocktail, and kept scrolling. Then I found a message that made me laugh out loud. According to Cousin Jenna, the groom had just walked out. I nearly choked on my drink. The groom left? Oh, this was better than I could have hoped. Curiosity got the better of me. So I texted Matt back. Me: "What do you mean he left?" Matt: "Dude, during the reception. Total meltdown. He and Sarah had a huge fight and he just walked out. Left the venue." Matt: "Oh, and then Uncle Dave and Dad got into a shouting match about who was ruining the family's reputation. Grandma was crying. The venue cut the bar early. It's chaos." I leaned back, smirking. My sister had excluded me from her wedding, thinking she didn't need me. And now? Suddenly, I was the first person they all wanted. I could already hear my mom's voice in my head. "You need to fix this. Sarah's devastated." "Yeah, no thanks." I opened the next message. It was from Sarah. Sarah: "Pick up your phone. Please, I need you. Oh, now I was important." I took a deep breath and typed a single reply. Me: "Sorry, I'm busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the wedding was fun." And then? I blocked her number. I blocked my mom's. I blocked Matt's, just in case he got roped into their guilt trip mission. Then I set my phone to Do Not Disturb, signaled the bartender, and ordered another drink. While my family spiraled, I was in paradise. And for once, I didn't care. The next morning, I woke to the sound of waves crashing on the shore. The scent of sea air and tropical flowers drifted through my open balcony doors. I stretched, yawned, and for one glorious moment, I almost forgot about the chaos back home. Almost. Then I checked my phone. Even with most of my family blocked, I had over 20 missed calls from random numbers. They were trying everything to reach me. A few voicemails had slipped through. Against my better judgment, I played the first one. My mom's voice, frantic. "I don't know what you think you're doing, but this isn't the time for your tantrums. Your sister is heartbroken, and we need you here. This family needs to stick together." I rolled my eyes and deleted it. Next voicemail. Sarah, sobbing. "I don't understand why you're doing this. You're my brother. I need you. Please call me back." Click. Deleted. The next one made me laugh. Matt, whispering like he was hiding somewhere. "Dude, Mom and Aunt Karen are planning to ambush you at your place when you get back. Heads up. Also, Grandma keeps saying the wedding was cursed because you weren't there. It's hilarious. That voicemail? I saved it. I tossed my phone onto the bed and stepped onto the balcony. The sun was just rising, casting a golden glow over the ocean. I took a deep breath, letting the warmth sink in. Back home, my family was scrambling to do damage control. Meanwhile, I was here, sipping espresso in a bathrobe, living the best decision I'd ever made. And the best part? They were now feeling what I'd felt when they cut me out. Unwanted, forgotten, excluded. It was almost poetic. But I wasn't done. I grabbed my phone, snapped a photo of my breakfast, fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, and a mimosa so perfect it could blind someone, and posted it with the caption, "Starting my day stress-free. Hope everyone back home is doing okay." Then, just for kicks, I glanced at my blocked messages, smirked at the pile of missed calls, and ordered another mimosa. I wasn't planning to call them back. Let them sort out their own mess. I was on vacation. By midday, I was relaxing in a private cabana, sipping a tropical drink with an umbrella, when my phone buzzed again. This time, it was from cousin Jenna. Jenna, okay, I know you're mad, and you have every right to be, but you have to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me. You'll love this. I raised an eyebrow. Jenna was always the only cousin with any sense. If she said I needed to hear something, it was probably worth it. So, against my better judgment, I called her. She picked up on the first ring. "Oh my God, you're finally answering," she said, barely containing her excitement. "Okay, are you sitting down?" I glanced around my shaded cabana, the ocean stretching out before me, a cold drink in my hand. "Yeah, I'm in a pretty good spot for whatever this is." Jenna let out a breathless laugh. "Okay, after the groom bailed, Sarah lost it. And I don't mean a few tears. I mean screaming, crying, throwing things at the wedding party." I smirked. "Sounds like her," Jenna went on, her voice full of glee. "Everyone was trying to calm her down, and then Mom overheard Aunt Karen say this whole disaster could have been avoided if you'd been there." I blinked. "Wait, what?" Jenna giggled. "Yeah, she said you've always been the one to fix things when Sarah spirals, that if you were there, you would have talked sense into the groom or managed everything like you always do." I burst out laughing. "So, the same family that excluded me from the wedding is now blaming me for not being there to save it?" "Oh, it gets better," Jenna said. "Mom told Karen she was being ridiculous, and then they started fighting. Loudly. Then Grandma got involved, saying Sarah brought this on herself because she disrespected the universe by not inviting her brother." I nearly choked on my drink. Jenna was cackling now. "Grandma gave Sarah a lecture in front of everyone saying, if you treated your family better, you wouldn't be alone in your wedding dress right now." I leaned back, grinning. "Wow, that's beautiful." "Oh, and then," Jenna said, "your mom tried to call the groom's family to fix things, and his mom just smiled and said, 'This is your problem now.'" I had to set my drink down before I spilled it from laughing so hard. "So," I said, catching my breath, "where's Sarah now?" Jenna sighed. Still crying, still blaming everyone but herself. Last I heard, she was trying to salvage the wedding with some backup plan, but let's be real, she's not bouncing back from this. I shook my head, grinning. "You know the best part?" "What?" I took a slow sip of my drink. "I don't care," Jenna roared with laughter. "Honestly, I don't blame you. I just thought you'd enjoy knowing karma did its thing." "Oh, I love knowing that," I said, smirking. "Thanks for the update, Jenna." "No problem," she replied. "Enjoy your trip, and for the record, you did the right thing." I hung up, more satisfied than I'd been in years. They wanted a wedding without me, and now, thanks to their own selfishness, they had a disaster instead. I picked up my drink, raised it to the sky, and toasted to the best decision I'd ever made. Then I turned off my phone, leaned back in my cabana, and let the ocean breeze wash away any remaining guilt. For the rest of the day, I didn't touch my phone. Instead, I booked a sunset cruise, let the warm wind roll over me, and enjoyed a 5-star dinner by the water. While my family was picking up the pieces of Sarah's wedding catastrophe, I was savoring the best steak I'd ever tasted. At some point, I wondered if I should feel bad for her. Then I remembered how she'd excluded me without a second thought. Yeah, no. I took a sip of my wine, snapped one last photo of the view, and posted it with the caption, "Zero regrets." Then, with a satisfied smile, I turned off my phone again. Let them stew. I was done being their backup plan. The next morning, I woke feeling lighter than I had in years. No guilt, no stress, no last-minute family emergencies for me to fix, just me and the sound of waves. I stretched, ordered room service, and, out of curiosity, turned my phone back on. Big mistake. Within seconds, notifications flooded in. "Mom, you need to stop acting childish and call me." "Sarah, I can't believe you're doing this to me. You're so selfish." "Mom, this isn't funny." Sarah is heartbroken. Do you even care? Unknown number. Probably Aunt Karen. We need to fix this family before it's too late. I groaned, shaking my head. It was almost impressive how quickly they went from ignoring me to expecting me to fix everything. Then one message caught my eye. Jenna. Okay, I know you're ignoring everyone, but you need to read this. Your mom is planning a family meeting when you get back. Heads up. I nearly laughed out loud. Oh, they thought I'd just show up and act like nothing happened? Let them guilt-trip me and pretend it was all fine? Not happening. I shot a quick reply to Jenna. Me. Thanks for the heads up, but I won't be there. Jenna. Wait, what do you mean? Me. I'm extending my trip. They wanted to cut me out? Fine. I'm cutting myself out completely. I could almost see her reaction, a mix of shock and amusement. A few seconds later, she replied. Jenna. Okay, that's legendary. Tell me everything when you get back, whenever that is LOL. I grinned, set down my phone, and opened my laptop. With a few clicks, I extended my trip. Another full week. No family, no drama, no family meetings. Just me and the ocean. They'd never given me peace before. And the best part? They couldn't do anything about it. Before heading to the beach, I sent one final text. Me to Mom and Sarah. Oh, so now you want me around? Sorry, I'm too busy enjoying my overreaction. Have fun sorting out your own messes. Then, for the last time, I blocked their numbers. I set my phone down, ordered another drink, and let the sun warm my skin. No guilt, no stress, no regrets, just peace. And it was the best decision I'd ever made. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Until next time.